Welcome to Mara Knits. I'm Mara and this is me basically rambling on about stuff. So today I'm gonna actually talk about knitting. I know, shocker. It's one of those things, isn't it? I'm working on a shawl. I'm going to try and show you. This might go wrong because it's big. You see? Show you the length. I'm rather pleased with this. This is a Scheepjes Whirl in the Lavenderlicious colourway. And the pattern is a Stormy Sky by Life is Cozy, which is a free pattern online, but I'll put the information below. I don't think I can put a link to it in the comments because YouTube is funny about you doing that to sites that are not connected with you. I mean, it's not a selling site, so I don't know, but I don't want to get in trouble. So this is my first and last Scheepjes Whirl. Let me show you. No, it's fallen to bits. There we go. Is it gonna focus? I hope that's focused. And this is, I'm going to check just to make sure I get this 100% right. It's 1,000 meters long, the yarn. It says needles 3.5 to 4. I'm knitting on 3 mil because I have a loose tension. But it's 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. And I think that's why it's going to be my last Scheepjes Whirl. So I got this yarn a little while back. It was treat yarn because I'd had a crappy day basically. So my husband very kindly took me to a yarn shop, Woollabaloo in Langley Park, Durham, in case you're interested. Hi, she says, waving to Lucy or owns Woollabaloo if she's watching. So he took me to Woollabaloo and we got this very much as treat yarn because I'd had a crappy day. And it sat in the stash for a while, and then my lovely friend Lorraine gave me a oh, I don't know what the proper name for them is. You know, the beautiful metal things that you push a shawl through and it has like a little dangly bit. Anyway, she got me one of those as a gift. It was a belated birthday present. It's lovely. And this was treat yarn. But it is a cotton acrylic blend. Now, cotton is a natural fibre, which I'm sure you're aware, but there are also issues regarding its production. It uses a huge amount of fertiliser on the cotton plants. They use a huge amount of water and resources and everything. So although it's a natural fibre, it's actually quite heavy on the environment, if you see what I mean. So I don't knit with cotton a lot. I do have cotton in the stash, which I am going to knit with. But I have very mixed feelings about cotton as a result. And acrylic, I don't like acrylic. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to come across as a yarn snob. I might be, but I don't want to come across as it. Actually, I hope I'm not. My issue with acrylic is, one, I don't like the feel of it. So I don't like knitting with it. And two, it's made from fossil fuels. It's not good from that point of view. So it doesn't biodegrade, it uses up natural resources. I don't like the feel of it. You can see why I don't knit with acrylic very much. I do have acrylic in the stash. I'm not going to chuck that out, I'm going to use it, but I'm not planning on buying any more if I can get away with it. but it's blended with a lot of stuff. So it might be a case, at least in the meantime, while I try and find other yarns, that it's reducing the amount. Anyway, that aside, I do love the colours in this. I mean, it's called Lavenderlicious, you know. And when I got it, I got home and it went into the stash and it sat there for a few months. And then I got it out and I thought, I'm going to knit a shawl, because my lovely friend Lorraine's bought me the little thing that the shawl goes through. And I got it out and I started reading the ball band, as you do. And I came across, where is it? Where's the sentence that sent me into absolute fits? I was going mental. It says, oh God, I tell you what, my eyes are getting worse. I should have glasses on. Each colour change is carefully tied in an optimum way to ensure the knot can be discreetly hidden within your stitches. Knot? Really? Seriously, I'm spending all this money on something like this and it's going to have knots in it? Well, I went into meltdown. I was having another not good day, so, you know, it all went pear-shaped. Major rant online, and lots of lovely knitting ladies came to my rescue and said, it's all right, calm down, you know, have a cup of tea. The knots they're talking about, they're not regular knots. It's just the way that they're more like Russian knots type thing. It's fine, it's okay, just start knitting, it'll be all right. And you know, after I finished hyperventilating at the thought of all the knots that they might be in it, I picked a pattern, and you know, I'm really happy with this pattern. It's a Stormy Sky by Life is Cozy, like I say, a free pattern. But what I wanted, right, what I wanted was a knitting pattern that was, I'm not going to say easy. I wanted TV knitting. I wanted something that was going to keep my interest, but be easy enough for me to knit while watching TV. And you know, this is a good pattern for that. I have changed it slightly. Don't we all always? So I have changed it slightly, but it's got a lovely repeat in it. And it is interesting enough to keep my interest while watching TV, but not so interesting that my brain can't cope with doing the knitting and watching the TV and having a conversation with my husband all at the same time. So I started doing that, and I got maybe halfway up that lot, and there was a knot, a proper knot, not one of those Russian-y type things, you know where it's all blended and you just have to dampen it down a little bit and knit over. A proper knot with cut off ends. I wasn't happy. I mean, to me, the whole point of having a yarn where you buy it specifically with this beautiful long colourway is that there are no knots. Can you tell I was unhappy? I was really not impressed. I really wasn't. I was just so annoyed. Anyway, I didn't have much of a choice. I thought I'm just going to have to keep going, which I did. And I'm hoping it'll just blend into the shawl, because I tend to wear them scrunched up anyway. And I shall keep going and report back when it's finished. But I wanted to let you know I am still crafting. I know I said I was, but I really wanted to show you. You know, I mean, why wouldn't you want to craft with that? And it had the dark bit in the middle, you know. So that's pretty much what I'm working on. I have got a pair of socks on the needles as well. I'll show you them another time. They are West Yorkshire Spinners yarn, which again is wool, which is a natural fibre, which is my preferred. I think I really like wool, but it has acrylic in. So I'm kind of using up the stash, and in the meantime I'm investigating. I know there are some sock yarns out there that don't have any acrylic in, and I have heard reports that they can be Some are not very great and some are much better. So I'm kind of investigating that a little bit. And then once the stash is used up, I'm going to do my best not to knit with anything that is acrylic or an acrylic blend. I don't know if that noise is picking up on the camera, but that is my dog Pebbles under the desk snoring. That's what I have to listen to when I work. I love her though. So that is all I wanted to talk about today. I will do a blog post on the website with some links to articles about cotton production and stuff like that, because I think that is an area where we, as crafters, we really can have an impact by considering the impact of the yarns, the fibres they're made of, the production method, how far they've travelled. You know, are we buying yarn from around the world when there's a local version that's suitable, what dyes they're using, etc. And I will dig out some links and I'll put them in a blog post, but realistically the blog post might not get up till the beginning of next week. I'm planning on this going up on Sunday morning, if I can get it edited in time, but the blog post might not get up till Monday or Tuesday. So that's it really. What have you been up to? Have you been crafting? Have you been knitting? What else have you been trying? Let me know in the comments. You can find me on social media, etc, etc. Like, subscribe, yada yada, you know the drill, you know. Show me some love, put a like on. Let me know that I'm not just talking to myself, which I might be. So anyway, I'm Mara, take care, and I will see you guys next week. Take care, bye bye.